Good morning, friends. I have brought two basic questions on basic FET amplifiers. And yesterday, one student asked me these two doubt, and so I tried to solve this question. This is very important, and it is a type of question which clarifies you basic concept about amplifiers, JFET amplifiers. So first, what is given in the question is IDSS, which is saturation current is given. Drain saturation current is given 6 milliampere. VP is minus 3 volt. Lambda is 0.01 volt inverse. VDD also given. So by seeing this circuit, by observing this circuit, we have to find out the value of, in first part, the value of RD. This RD we have to find, and VGS is also we need to find. So we will find by using DC analysis first, and the given information we can find the value of RD and VGSs. So how we will proceed? First we need to draw DC equivalent circuit. So we will, while drawing DC analysis, we have to consider only VDD, VGS. VI is ignored because it is a small signal, so it should be ignored while performing DC analysis, and V0 is also ignored. So only we will consider VDD, ID, RD, VDS, VGS and capital VGS. DC analysis, this is the equivalent diagram of DC analysis, and we have ignored here VI and V0 value, and by using Shockley equation, IDQ is equals to IDSS 1 minus VGS by VP the whole square. This is the basic equation which we have to remember, or which we have to keep in mind. And this is the basic information. While putting all the values which is provided in the question itself, we can find out the value of VGS first. So VGS is equals to VP. By transposing IDSS here this side, and under root, taking under root, and VP multiplied by VP, we can find out simply the value of VGS. And now in output side, so VGS, we got VGS, and by performing KVL on output loop, so output loop KVL applied, and we can find out the value of RD. So RD is this one. Now after this, for second part, we need to find out the value of GM and R0. Then again it is simple. We have to perform now AC analysis to find GM and R0, because this is a small signal AC parameters itself, GM and R0. So we know this is also, again, GM is find out by using this equation, because we know del GM is equals to del IDQ by del VGS. So GM is equals to del IDQ by del VGS means we got this. When we perform the differentiation of this equation, this basic equation, with respect to VGS, then we got GM value. GM is equals to del ID by del VGS, and after performing del ID by del VGS on Shockley equation, we got this GM, and after putting this all values in equation, we got value of GS and R0. R0 is equals to 1 by lambda IDQ. Lambda is channel length modulation. If it is not given, lambda value is not given in the question, we will take lambda by default 0. But if it is given in the question, R0 will not infinite, means lambda cannot be taken as 0. Whatever given here, it is given 0.01. So we will put that lambda value, and we can obtain the value of R0. So R0 is something we are getting, some value we are getting, some finite value. While if it is 0, or by default if it is not given in the question, lambda is 0, then R0 will be infinite. And again GM and R0 is find out. And now the most important thing, to find out the value of AV is equals to V0 by VI, we have to draw AC equivalent circuit parameter. So while we draw AC parameter or a small signal parameter, then we have to ignore or ground the DC values. All DC values is ignored, and only this small VI is considered, VGS is considered. Here R0 will come. R0 is the output resistance, and RD and V naught. R naught we will get only when lambda value is given in the question, and V naught, and this is GM VGS. And as I have told you, GM is also equals to ID by VGS. So we can write ID is equals to GM VGS because some current is flowing from output to input terminal. So this is the value of current. And now putting all the values, GM VGS we know, R naught we know, we can see while calculating AV is equals to V naught by VI. So VI we can see VI is equals to VGS. We will put the value of here denominator in VGS. And now V naught, while calculating V naught value, we can see current is going in opposite direction. If current we will take in this direction from here to here, if current is taken, then minus sign will come. So minus GM VGS is equals to minus V naught is equals to minus GM VGS, and in parallel resistances are not parallel RD. So V naught we got, VGS we got, this will get cancelled. So there is no need to remember the formula. Only by basic concept we can obtain the value of AV. Minus GM R naught by RD, and putting all the value we got our AV value. And this too, if it is asked in written type, or if your professor want all descriptive answers, then you have to draw these two. This is the circuit AC equivalent analysis, and this is the small parameters analysis. Now in question number 78, means in this question, yes, one most important thing you have to know or remember the symbol of JFET. So if arrow is coming out, it means it is P channel. If arrow is like in opposite direction to this, then it is N channel. So here it is P channel, and in above question when arrow is like in this direction, then it is N channel. Here it is like it is N channel, and here it is P channel. And now we have again in this question Vp is given, IDS is given, lambda is 0 means R naught, there is no need of R naught. While drawing AC equivalent circuit, R naught will be infinite. Determine the value of IDQ, VDSQ and small signal parameter. So while performing, first we will need to perform DC analysis. It means C naught. DC means F is 0, means reactance is infinite. So this can be ignored. This C1, CC1, CC2 is can be ignored. It will become open circuit, and only this much is important. So this much is important, and we will find out the value of IDQ. IDQ is equals to IDS is 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. VGS is not given, so we have to equate two values. So first equation is this is the basic equation number 1, and IDQ is, we can see IDQ can be written by applying KVL equation like VDD minus VS by RS. So we got our IDQ value, and by putting 10 minus VS by 5K, we got equation 2. VGS can be written as VG minus VGS, and VS now VS is equals to VG minus VGS. By substituting these all values, we obtain the value of VS in terms of VGS, and again this VS equation 3 value is put in equation 2 and equated with equation 1. So this here we will put the value of VS in terms of VGS, and then we will equate this equation and this equation. So 10 minus this, we have put the value of VS here, okay, and we got IDQ this, and from first and third equation we got here this. So there will be two values of VGS which we got after solving this. So these two are the values, but as we know VGS cannot be greater than VP, so we have to ignore this 3.3 value. VGS value cannot be equal to 3.3 volt, but it can be equal to 0.51 volt. So by putting the VGS value here, we got the IDQ value, and by applying output equation in KVL 2, we got the value of VSDQ is equals to 5 volt. VSDQ is equals to We can obtain it by applying equation KVL loop 2. So we got here VDD is equals to, by applying KVL you will got VSD value. So VSD value we have got minus VDD plus IDQRS plus VSDQ equals to 0. And part B, in part B you will get GM value. GM is equals to again del IDSS by VP 1 minus VGS by VP, and VGS we have obtained 0.511. This VGS you need to put here, and after putting all the values you will get GM value. And R0 is again same 1 by lambda IDQ, and lambda is 0, so R0 is infinite, means open circuit. So I have cleared your doubt. Thank you.